My tattoo artist spent 3 hours insulting me in Korean thinking I couldn't understand, so I destroyed his business with one review. Getting a tattoo is like being strapped to a chair while someone holds a needle to your skin. Even if they decide to taunt you for 3 hours straight, you're completely helpless. I'd chosen Kim's Ink Palace after seeing his portfolio online. The shop had awards covering every wall, and Kim had this professional smile that made you feel safe. But as I settled in for my $800 sleeve, Kim switched to Korean with his apprentice and showed his two colors. "Look at this fat American pig," he said while adjusting my arm, then asked sweetly in English if I was comfortable. Even though I understood their Korean perfectly, I was already strapped in and with the needle against my skin, I had no choice but to nod. He mocked my tattoo design as garbage to his apprentice, who laughed while Kim maintained his professional facade. "I'm charging him 40% extra. These idiots never question the price if you smile enough." The needle buzzed against my skin as he continued his commentary, treating me like I was deaf and dumb. An hour in, Kim examined my arm and told his apprentice in Korean that I probably thought this tattoo would make some girl finally notice me. Isn't that pathetic? His apprentice was dying of laughter as Kim compared my skin to raw chicken, saying at least the money was good. Each insult was punctuated by the needle's burn, trapping me there like an animal. 3 hours in, the tattoo was finally finished when Kim suddenly stood up like he'd remembered something important. "Oh, I almost forgot I need you to sign an insurance waiver." Standard stuff. He handed me a document that was written in Korean, and my blood went cold as I started reading what it actually said. The first paragraph stated, "I acknowledged being a difficult and problematic client," while the second indicated I agreed to pay double if I was unsatisfied for any reason. The third section was even worse, requiring me to waive my right to leave bad reviews or discuss the service publicly. Kim kept smiling and tapping the pen against the paper, urging me with practiced casualness to just sign here. This wasn't just about overcharging anymore. He was trying to legally trap me, to silence me, assuming I was too stupid to understand Korean. That's when something inside me snapped completely. I stared at the contract, at his still smiling face, and realized he saw me as prey. "Actually, I don't want to sign any more contracts right now. Can I just take it home with me?" I said calmly, and he couldn't say no without risking that I would walk out without paying. As soon as he reluctantly agreed, I made the payment and tipped 20% like nothing was wrong, then carefully folded that contract into my pocket. At home, staring at this masterpiece on my arm created by someone who despised me, my rage crystallized into cold determination as I opened my laptop and pulled up every review platform I could find. The truth would be my weapon, but I'd wield it strategically. I wrote the review to make it seem like Kim had said everything directly to my face in English, listing how he called me a fat American pig while asking if I was comfortable, told his apprentice I had no friends or life, bragged about overcharging me 40%, and compared his work to drawing on farm animals, all while I paid $800 plus tip because I wasn't like him. Then came the killing blow. I uploaded a photo of the Korean contract asking people to translate, adding, "He also tried to make me sign this. Can someone tell me what this says?" Within an hour, Korean speakers flooded the comments with translations, their shock escalating with each line they revealed. "OMG, this says you're a difficult client. Wait, it gets worse. He wanted you to pay double if you complained. It also says that you can't leave reviews. This is illegal." The comments turned into a frenzy as people realized the contract was a confession, a gag order, and extortion rolled into one, with someone screaming, "This is literally fraud," in all caps. The shop's Instagram imploded with people sharing screenshots of the translated contract. Then at 11 p.m., my phone rang with Kim's voice exploding through the speaker. "You stupid American. Do you realize how much damage this could do to my reputation? Take it down now." His voice cracked between rage and terror as he ranted about how I was destroying him with lies, how nobody would believe me, and how he'd sue me for defamation, but I could hear the desperation bleeding through his threats. I let him spiral for a full minute before calmly saying, "I studied Korean for 4 years while stationed in Seoul and understood every single word you said today, including when you called me prey. So please, go ahead, sue me and explain that contract to a judge." The silence was so complete I could hear his world crashing down before he hung up. 20 minutes later, the owner of the store called my phone. "I just saw the contract translation and I'm sick to my stomach. I never approve that Kim is fired effective immediately and he'll never work in this industry again. Please accept my deepest apologies and free services for life. I also got a full refund, including the tip I'd left for Kim."